Today's tutorial is going to be very crucial as well as important from studies point of view as well as from the point of view of projects and jobs. So stay tuned with me and watch till the end. Hello everyone, welcome back to BitOxygen Academy. I am Nilesh Waghela, a lecturer, a programmer and a project mentor. I hope you all are safe, connected to me through this channel and learning something useful every day. So as you can see, we are back with another tutorial in our C++ programming series, and today's topic is multiple inheritance in C++, of course with some interview questions. So in today's tutorial, we will learn our real life example which is carried from previous tutorials, concept of multiple inheritance, then after we will see one example which then will be converted into a simplest C++ program for illustration of multiple inheritance, applications where multiple inheritance can be used, and at last some interview question and brain twisters. So if we carry out our previous example where I am a derived class and I am borrowing the details from my dad, where my dad is a base class. So this is considered as a single inheritance because there is one base class and one derived class. If you have not seen my previous tutorials for the same concept, the link is given in the description box or you can click on the I button above. Now I want to buy a new laptop, and for this I will be asking my mom. So I will tell my mom or request that I need her card details for purchasing a new laptop, and she shares the card details the same way my dad has shared with me. So in this case, I have borrowed the data from my dad as well as mom. So in this case, my dad will be the base class as well as my mom will be the base class, and as I had derived the properties from them or borrowed the data from them, I will be the derived class. Now, if we consider this into our college management system where there is a student class and attendance class, and we want to conduct online exams. At that time, which student's exam is there, and for marking, attendance marks are also considered. So I will need data from student class as well as attendance class. So over here for the exam class, the data has been borrowed by student class and attendance class. So if we see the concept of multiple inheritance now, as many of you might already be knowing from previous examples, if one derived class borrows the property from more than one base classes, it is known as multiple inheritance. So in a single C++ program, there will be more than two classes where one class will borrow the property from other classes. As we are having multiple base classes in a program, it is known as multiple inheritance. If we say the graphical representation, it will be like this, where we are having at least two base classes, it can be more than two base classes, and a single derived class. So visibility mode can also be applied, which is public, private and protected. For different base classes, we can apply different visibility modes depending upon our need. Now we will see one example of multiple inheritance, and the same example will then be carried over into our C++ program. This program is an extension of our previous single inheritance program. If you have not seen my previous tutorial of single inheritance, you can check the link from description box or you can click on the I button above. So here I have made two base classes, class A and class B, which are derived into class C. The property for class A is integer x and set underscore x. Similarly, property for class B are integer y and set underscore y. What we are trying to achieve here is I will borrow the property from class A and class B and perform its addition into class C by function add underscore xy, and public inheritance is given. So A and B both are publicly inherited. Same has been represented over here. And now we will see a C++ program for the same. So I have included my header files iostream.h and conio.h. Then as discussed earlier, we have created our class A with integer x and set underscore x. We cannot make it private because if we make it private, it will not be inherited. We cannot make it public as well because non-member functions will manipulate this data. So for inheritance, we have made it protected. Now set underscore x will set the value of x. Similarly, I have created class B for integer y, and I am deriving class A and B into class C by the symbol colon public A comma public B. So if I want to inherit multiple base classes, it will be done by this way, where each and every class will be separated by comma. And as discussed, our class C will have a function add underscore xy, which will perform the addition of x and y borrowed into class C. Now we will see our void main. We can also use integer main as discussed earlier, and as we have discussed in single inheritance, we will always make the object of derived class. So class C's object is derived or created over here. Now when we will compile this in memory, the obj will be created, and it will not be having its own data member, but integer x and y of class A and B respectively will be inherited. Similarly, its own add underscore xy as well as set x and set y will be there. So for an example, we have run this program and set underscore x is called, so it will wait for user input to store the data into x, and we have entered 5. Then it will go for set underscore y and wait for the input of y. We have entered 10, and then after it will call add underscore xy, and it will print addition of x plus y. So the output will be x plus y equals to 15. The same we will be seeing into our Turbo C, and we will run and compile the program in our C++ IDE. So now we are into our IDE, and the same program is already created. So I will open that program, which is our multiple inheritance, and as you can see, this program is created. The minor difference I have added over here is this line, because of the output which is already in the top right corner. To make this visible and for your conveniency, I have added this line. It is not required in actual program. So we will compile this program. It is compiling successfully, and we will run this program. So as discussed, the program is waiting for the input for x, and I am entering 5. It is also waiting for y now, and I will be entering 10. As soon as I will hit enter button, it will call add underscore xy, and the answer will be x plus y equals to 15. So I hope you have fully understood the program. If you have not understood the program yet, the program will be available as a downloadable resource in the description box, so you can download from it, run it by yourself, and check if it is performing okay or not. Now we will see the application. The simplest application which I am illustrating over here is a dynamic web application. So this is a structure of web application where there will be a header section including logo and some text, then after a menu section, some dynamic web pages, and then after at last the footer text and content. So over here for the entire website, the different web pages will be changing, but header text, menu and footer text will be same and has to be included in every web page. So if I copy paste the code again and again, it will not be a correct approach. So what I'll be doing is, I will consider this 3 as my base class and web page as my derived class, and I will be using multiple inheritance. In this case, I will be having one header class, one menu class and one footer class, and these 3 base classes will then be inherited into my web pages. This is one of the simplest example. We can also find some alternate examples as well. So now it's time for some brain twisters and interview questions. Questions has been listed over here, and you can give me answers in comment section. Questions are: what is multiple inheritance? How many base classes will be there? If C++ program has 3 classes, just as we had in our example, will it be having multiple inheritance? Some other actual applications that you might be knowing where multiple inheritance is used or can be used. Can we give different visibility mode to different base classes while inheriting them, or is it compulsory to have same visibility mode for all base classes? Can two base classes use each other property in multiple inheritance using inheritance only? So I hope you will like this video. Please watch, like and share our videos with your friends or other students who are in IT stream or who want to learn programming. Only motto of our channel is to reach out as many students as possible so that we can upgrade them in IT streams. Subscribe to BitOxygen Academy if you have not yet subscribed. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook and other social medias. The link are in the description box. In case of any queries or help, you can write in the comment section or email us on the email ID given in the description box. So this is Nilesh Waghela from BitOxygen Academy. Be logical, keep breathing, keep programming.